Hello, everyone. Welcome to Morning Coffee. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, this is going to be a general energy reading for Thursday, August 29th, 2019. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Please keep in mind that time is an illusion, energies are fluid. So, just because this is dated for the 29th of August, it doesn't mean it has to resonate on this day or just on this day. It can resonate at any time. Okay, so if you're watching this after the 29th of August and it resonates, then that's the message for you. If you watched it on the 29th and it resonated a little bit, but then you watched it later and it resonated a lot more, or you watched it once, it didn't resonate, you watched it again, it does resonate, then that's the message for you at that time. Yeah? Keep in mind also that this is not specific to anything, love, career, sign, or anything like that. This is literally just what Spirit wants to discuss with us today. So check it out. Today is a beach day, all right? And this is most likely going to be our last beach day of the summer, which is kind of a bummer, but at the same time, we still get to go to the beach, so I'm excited about it. And so because of that, I'm going to be doing a collective beach reading on Instagram Live today. So if you are able to tune in, I think I'm going to try and do it around 3 p.m. Eastern time. I'm not exactly sure. Don't quote me on that just yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to post on my story later on today what time I'm going to, later on this morning, what time I'm going to actually go live. But it is going to happen this afternoon on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, please go ahead and do so at divine_conversations. You can also find the link in the description box below. Yeah, I'm excited about it. It's going to be super fun. Okay, so let's get into the message for today. So, pre-shuffle energies. The first card that came out was the Five of Cups here. And it seems that someone is facing some sort of heartbreak, I guess. I don't want to say that you're wallowing in it too much. It doesn't feel like that. It just feels like, this almost feels like the last looks. Which is funny. Wow, I haven't heard that phrase in a long time. Last looks. If you're from, if you've ever been in the theater world or the performance world or TV or whatnot, whatever, last looks is the last bit of zhuzhing that makeup and wardrobe would do for the talent before they go on set or before they go on stage or something like that. And that's interesting. I hadn't heard that phrase in a long time, but I said last looks because this guy is sitting here looking at these 3 cups that have spilled over, and I just feel like this is more of an energy of you're composing yourself. You may be getting the last bit of knowledge, wisdom, understanding from this situation. You may be taking your last look at a situation that has spilled over or not worked out before you move on, because my attention is drawn to this bridge in the background along with the 2 cups that are still standing, which is so crazy. I just realized this, but I'll tell you in a second. But I feel like this person is about to turn around, pick up those cups, and go walk over that bridge. Looky here. Then you have the 3 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. Which is so cool because you have the 5 of Cups here, which is really cool. But so what I'm getting with this is this does kind of feel like a relationship. It feels kind of like love. And if it's not that, then this is some sort of union within, okay? But you have the 3 of Cups here with the 2 of Cups. Now, the 2 of Cups, to me, the first thing I thought of when I saw the 2 of Cups when it came out was some sort of relationship, okay? A new relationship, a relationship that isn't quite ready to go public yet, a relationship that isn't quite, I don't know, maybe it's not really fully acknowledged yet. And I'm saying that because of the nighttime setting, okay? It might be a little bit hidden. It might not be, it might still be a little bit of a secret, but that it doesn't feel like a secret. It just feels like it hasn't been fully established yet. Okay. And with the Three of Cups energy, I immediately, when I saw that, I thought, or I felt, I heard, let your friends help you. There could be a situation also in which the universe here is kind of facilitating some sort of partnership. I feel like. Okay, then you have the Six of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. Both of them are in reverse. And what I'm hearing is you're not ready to start doing the work yet. There could be travel involved. This also, I feel like, has to do with this Five of Cups energy. Someone is still kind of processing some sort of pain or heartbreak from the past. At least that's what that feels like, okay? And then there's also a little bit of an energy of feeling like, I keep hearing unrequited love situation. I feel like someone is coming out of that with this Five of Cups. There also may be fear of, if there's something else coming down the line, there might be, could also be an unrequited love situation, but that feels more like that someone has a complex surrounding that. Someone now, because they've been through such difficult situations in their lives when it comes to love and whatnot, it's like you form this complex or this expectation for everything to crumble and fall. So that could be why you have this Two of Cups energy here, but someone isn't quite fully acknowledging it. It's not quite ready to be acknowledged. It's not fully in the light yet. It's not fully recognized. I don't know, something like that, okay? Overall energy, we do have the Seven of Cups with the Eight of Swords. All right? There is, and this is, and actually, I didn't really look at the back of the deck. I only really looked at the Seven of Cups. I didn't see this Eight of Swords here before. This Eight of Swords is giving me a feeling of mental restraint, but this might be a little unnecessary, this Eight of Swords energy. You might be restraining yourself a little bit too much, just out of caution, I guess you could say, which I guess would make sense. But then you have the Seven of Cups here, and it's this side of the card. All right. Normally we've been working with this side of the card, right? In which an individual is blind and he's made his way into a marsh and he's confused and doesn't know where to go, can't get back home. Well, here on this side of the card, it's a much brighter scene. And to me, what this is saying is that options are abound. All right. There's no reason to fear how something is going to work out, okay? I'm also getting an energy with the Six of Swords and Eight of Pentacles. I'm getting it as a blockage, okay? For some of you, you're not quite ready to start moving forward and doing this work because you're still in this Five of Cups energy. For others of you, you do in fact have some sort of relationship on the horizon here with this Two of Cups. It is something that I really do feel like the universe has helped facilitate. That's what I'm getting with this Three of Cups energy, yes. But there's Five of Cups here because of, there might be distance, there might be obstacles, there might be, someone is feeling, it's almost as if someone's feeling defeated before you even get started. And that's what I'm feeling like here. Like you can't move forward, you can't put forth the effort into this, whatever this is in front of you. And what the overall energy with the Seven of Cups is saying is, wait, hold on. There are many ways that we can facilitate this for you, says the universe, okay? There are a plethora of options. You don't need to worry about that. You just let us handle the details of how something is going to come together or how something is going to work out. You don't need to, what I'm hearing is you don't need to know all of the details of how or why something is going to work. All you need to do is focus on the love that is in front of you. Focus on that. Don't focus on anything else. Don't focus on the logistics. Let the universe handle the logistics, okay? Okay? And with this Eight of Swords energy, someone may be purposefully restraining themselves and saying, no, this is never going to work out. When in reality, it actually could. You just have to give it a chance. Okay? That Eight of Swords energy is definitely feeling like a self-imposed prison here. All right. Excellent. I'm going to give this one shuffle to to reset. And then we're going to get into the rest of the message for today. Before I go any further, I just heard the unrequited love situation is over with. For some of you out there. And it's over because you have done the work to deal with what the discrepancies, the belief systems, the thoughts about yourself, whatnot, whatever, the negative self-image that has helped you attract or align with individuals that aren't going to love you, that aren't going to notice you, that aren't going, you know what I mean, that aren't going to give back what you give to them. I just heard it again. The unrequited love situation is dealt with. 4 of Wands. Oh my God. 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands. Okay. All right. Anyway, we're gonna get on. Hi, Spirit. Please make me a clear channel for the collective at this time. Please bring forward the best messages to serve the highest good of all involved for today, Thursday, August 29th, 2019. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right, well, they're saying 2 shuffles today, so that's what we're going to do. It's what we going to do here, y'all. 2 shuffles, and then we'll get into it. 1. And, okay. 2. All right, guys. Let me just take a sip of some coffee here. All right. Let's see what we've got for you for your day here, for the collective. My eyes are closed, so I'm just going to let things fall out as they will. Ooh, we're getting a good amount today. Wow, okay. Thursday, August 29th, and that's it. And we're spent. Looky here, y'all. There's the 4 of Wands, and there's the 2 of Cups again. Underneath the deck, you do have the 3 of Pentacles, okay? Things are much brighter now, aren't they? Aren't they? Okay. The world is in reverse. We do have the 4 of Cups. We have the 8 of Wands. We have the 2 of Wands. I'm sorry, not the 2 of Wands. We have the 2 of Cups. We also have the 3 of Swords with the 7 of Wands, 4 of Cups. The world is in reverse. Okay. So, like I said, for some of you, there is a situation in which you're not quite done with a cycle yet. Okay, that's fine. For some of you, though, also, you may be blocking that. I'm hearing for a majority of people, there is a blockage towards closing some sort of cycle out. Right, the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. Give me a second here, guys. I'm just, I'm channeling. 8 of Wands, 2 of Cups. I do want to say, if you do have a budding relationship on the horizon for you, communication is key right now. I feel like this is a really good time for you two to get to know each other while some sort of cycle is closing out. And that's really, when you think about it, that's really the perfection of divine timing. You know what I mean? Like, there is time for everything. So use this time wisely. Okay, use this time to get to know your partner. We do have 3 of Swords, 7 of Wands, 4 of Cups. And in this side of the deck, the 4 of Cups, in this side of the card, you have all 4 cups have spilled, yes. And there's a ship sailing out to sea. And I looked at this once The last time this card came out this way, I saw it as someone has moved on, or something is being left behind and someone's sailing off. Someone left in the comment that day that this also could be seen as a ship has sailed, and I definitely do believe that as well. I really still kind of feel like I'm hearing someone's leaving the past behind. I feel like someone is letting go of whatever. This would be the unrequited love, okay? The ship has sailed. Yes, that ship has sailed. But that doesn't mean that there isn't another ship, and then maybe another ship that's way better for you, a much better option for you. All right, so someone is definitely still dealing with the heartbreak of the past. This could be a past relationship, whether this is an unrequited love situation, whether this is just a breakup. This could be family, this could be friends. It really could be anything. It could be job, it could be loss of a career, loss of a job, loss of a home, whatever. It doesn't have to be anything specific. Whatever would be a tumultuous or heartbreaking end to something, or heartbreaking circumstance that came about, someone is still kind of healing from it, okay? Three of Swords. And it's this side of the Three of Swords where someone is looking back and reflecting on, this heartbreaking circumstance, heartbreaking situation. And there are defenses up. The Seven of Wands. Now, some of these defenses might be a little bit overzealous. And it's really just a matter of someone's history with life, with relationships, that may make them a little bit more defensive than they would need to be, than is necessary. But also someone has some pretty, I will say that with this situation here between the Three of Swords and the Four of Cups, someone has learned boundaries. And I feel like, especially with this Seven of Wands being the daytime, I feel like someone really has learned very well when it comes to boundaries, which could be part of why someone may be putting themselves in this Eight of Swords state. I keep hearing the unrequited love situation has healed. It's gone. It's in the past. Bye-bye. So I guess Spirit is trying to reassure somebody that they don't have to worry about this any longer. I mean, as long as you learned the lesson surrounding that situation, you can wave goodbye to it. There's no reason to think that it would come back, provided that you've learned the lesson. Provided that you can consciously look back at the situation and say, okay, what went wrong? And look at it from both points of view, your point of view and the other person's point of view, or your actions and the other person's actions. No one is 100% completely innocent in a situation. That doesn't mean that you've necessarily done anything all that wrong. It's just all relationships, no matter how they run, no matter how they turn out, all relationships are two-way streets. So if you can look back at the situation with a clear mind and not still be triggered by it, not still be upset about it, just look back at it peacefully and say, yeah, okay, I understand what happened there. Then literally, Spirit is showing me an image of a ship just sailing, moving on to the next situation. Okay? Now, with the Four of Wands energy, I feel like there's a union. Absolutely. Four of Wands, Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is giving me more energy of working together with the universe, co-creating with the universe, even co-creating with your partner here, which would be why it would be really imperative for you to communicate with each other right now. Get to know each other. Find out like where are you, what page are you on versus what page are they on? You know what I mean? The Eight of Wands can also talk about movement. It It's like the minor arcana version of the chariot energy, which can talk about moving, travel. Okay. I also feel like with this Four of Wands energy, whatever you've been through in the past, whatever this represents for you, you have a solid foundation, spiritually speaking, okay? Soul-wise, you really learned, there are some people out here that have really learned their lesson, okay? You're not quite done with a certain cycle yet, and I feel, because Spirit just keeps on repeating this unrequited love situation. I feel like, and I'm going to move into the clarifier section, okay, in just a moment. But I feel like this world in reverse has to do with some sort of unrequited love. It's almost, for some of you, I feel like even though you may have a new relationship on the horizon here, and this, even if it's not in the physical, it's in the internal, right? Even if it's not in the external, it's on the internal first. So this would be your own relationship with yourself, the balance between masculine and feminine energy within. If you would just allow this ship to sail here, just let it go, all right? If you would just let it go, you could have something better coming forward towards you. Quickly, once you achieve this balance, I feel like for some of you, you are in fact at odds with your masculine and feminine energy may be at odds with each other still. So there needs to be some communication within so that the masculine energy and feminine energies within you can kind of like get on the same page. The masculine may want to move forward. The feminine may want to stay back and wait for whatever this situation is. But why, quite frankly, why would you want to wait for a situation to come back around to you that has already broken your heart? Three of Swords. I'm already picking up that for some of you, this is a self-worth situation. You may have come into contact with someone that has been like a catalyst for you, a catalyst towards your awakening or a catalyst towards greater awakening. And because you're dealing with feelings of unworthiness, you almost feel like you will never be able to find a connection like this again. And that is absolutely not true. This was just the beginning, guys. For whomever it is that's dealing with this energy right now, this catalytic situation, this individual that catalyzed a deeper awakening within you is just the beginning. Because once you clear all that away and you find this balance within yourself, then the situation will close out, you can move on, and then get back to what is really meant for you. All right. Okay. So now we're going to move into the clarification section. And I want to clarify this world in reverse. And then maybe I'll clarify more. Or maybe we'll get some oracle guidance from the Lenormand deck. I'm not sure, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Right now, I want to talk about the world in reverse. Because it's the only card that's reversed right now. And I feel like this is literally the only thing that's holding you or someone else back. Now, for some of you, you just have a cycle that hasn't quite ended yet. But we'll see. I'm going to give this one more shuffle. And then we'll see what we have. Okay, here we go, guys. So let's talk about this world in reverse here. What is this, please, Spirit? Please give us some clarity. Help us understand. Okay. Our overall energy underneath the deck. Holy shit! You have the world. Overall energy. The world is clarifying the world. All right. So what this is saying, what Spirit is saying, or what the cards are saying right now is we are showing you what you need to focus on in order to close out this cycle. Beautiful. I like that. Okay. So you have the King of Wands here. You have the Page of Swords. You have Justice. You also have, okay, so now wait, before I go any further, these two cards were the first cards that fell out, all right? And they fell out over here. So I'm going to say, before we turn them over, I already feel like these cards are helping understand what is keeping this from closing out. This situation here is absolutely, for some of you out there, this situation here, 7 of Wands, 4 of Cups, 3 of Swords, this is keeping your cycle from closing out. Okay? You may have somebody watching you. King of Wands. Or you could be looking for the right time to strike. Maybe. What are these two cards? The 8 of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Okay. So. The 8 of Pentacles came out in the pre-shuffle. That's right. All right. So some of you are still doing some work to get your emotions in check. That's okay. That is absolutely okay. Some of you are working on your intuition. I do feel like somebody out there has a relationship on the horizon, because this is definitely wow. This is actually literally what I was saying before about having the masculine and feminine at odds with each other, in a sense. The feminine is kind of like holding back, wanting this situation to turn around and be what initially you thought it would be, or you're holding back trying to working on balancing your emotions. 8 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Whereas the masculine here is ready to move forward, but could be waiting for the right time to strike. Justice. And the Page of Swords. Now also, ooh, okay. So also, what I'm also getting here is, for those of you that have really developed some really strong boundaries here, and you may have cut off this masculine counterpart in the King of Wands, this individual is watching you do your work to better yourself and is feeling the karmic justice, the pinch of karmic justice. Eee. All right. I'm hearing more stability is needed. So in order for you to close out this cycle, you just need to continue working on balancing yourself out. That's beautiful. That's really quite gorgeous. The unrequited love situation has set its sails. It's on its way out of your life. It's on its way out of your existence. It's on its way out of your energetic. Good. Now also, I feel like there's also, for some of you, there is someone here who is waiting for the right time to strike in bagging the Queen of Cups, bagging you. Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. All right. So let me do this then. Let's talk about this 2 of Cups, 8 of Wands energy here. And I'm going to go with the Golden Universal deck for this. Whoops. All right, Spirit. So let's talk about this then. This new relationship that's on the horizon. The communication between the two. The masculine and feminine within. What can you tell us about this 8 of Wands, 2 of Cups energy here, please, Spirit? And I don't even really have a single thing, a question that I'm looking to answer here. I'm just I want to talk about this for a second. I'm interested in seeing what Spirit has to say about this. So let's just see what we get. Last shuffle. 2 of Cups, 8 of Wands. Let's see here. Ooh, no, that one wanted to come out. Okay. Oh, the Ace of Cups. Oh, man. All right. Underneath the deck is Justice. Okay. So, yes, this is a relationship that's coming through here for someone, for a number of people. The Spirit just said a group of you, okay, in which justice is being served. We have justice twice here. All right. You have the Ace of Cups. You have the 4 of Wands. Holy shit. The Tower, the Hierophant, the 3 of Cups, and the High Priestess. Whoa. You guys, these are counterparts. The High Priestess and the Emperor, the masculine and the feminine. And it seems that whatever you two have been through individually in your own lives has really upped your spiritual game. Because these are both spiritual individuals. The masculine is more of the physical, right? So the masculine would represent, spiritually speaking, the masculine would represent religion. That doesn't mean that you have to, this is just a metaphor. I guess it's a metaphor, but I don't know. It doesn't mean you have to be religious, okay? It's just that the masculine represents the physical embodiment of what of spirit, right? And then the feminine represents the actual etheric embodiment of spirit. And together, the two make, the two complete the whole, right? That is so cool. That is so freaking cool, you guys. You have the Ace of Cups. You have the 3 of Cups again. So again, this does feel like spirit or the universe has facilitated this partnership. And I'm going to get into, starting in September, I'm going to bring back my divine union, twin flame, however you want to call it, however you want to label it. I'm going to be bringing back those readings. I think I'm going to be doing them every weekend. I think I'm going to do them on Sundays again, maybe Saturday and Sunday, because I have an idea of doing it in a number of parts. But I'll get all those details down later. But I'm saying all that to say that this whole situation of like twin flames or divine unions or whatnot, whatever, it's literally allowing spirit or the universe to play matchmaker. And that's what I feel like has happened here. All right? The universe, spirit, has aligned you two through the circumstances you've been through and the things that you've learned. Okay? You have the Ace of Cups, the 4 of Wands, and the Tower. But the Tower feels like, I don't know why, I'm feeling excited with this Tower energy. It's a big shock. It's a big change. I don't know. I might be opening might be opening Pandora's box here. I might be opening a can of worms with this, but I really kind of want to get some clarity on the just so exciting. And I want to get it from, which, if you're not familiar with, the Lenormand deck is a different system of this is not like the tarot. Okay, it's much more specific in certain ways. Yeah, okay. The unrequited love, I just heard the unrequited love situation is no more. So this Tower, okay. The Tower represents the sudden and complete change. Like, it's a complete about face in terms of when it comes to a relationship and the type of relationship you manifest for yourself. The type of relationship you align with. more spiritual in nature. It's much more grounded, and don't let that throw you. Just because it's, quote, more spiritual in nature doesn't mean that you're going to become like this airy fairy couple if that's not what you want. It just means that it's more aligned with who you are as a spiritual being and where you are in your life and where your trajectory. Yes. Okay. One more shot, and then I just want to. I'm just curious. So we're gonna we're gonna open this can of worms together. Okay. All right. Can you give us a little bit, please, on this tower energy? Just a wee bit on this tower. Let's have a little look here. Let's have a little look at this tower. What is this tower, Spirit? The Child. Oh, there could be some children coming. So it's blocked a little. The maze. Or the labyrinth. Okay, for some of you, this union, this situation, this could lead to children, having children. It did come out in reverse. I just feel like it's a little blocked right now. It's not aligned perfectly yet, but there could be children that come about here. Let me look into the book. Let me see what else this could mean. Child. I am young, I am new, I am playful and immature, I am a baby, a kid, or a teenager. Small, short, or tiny are other ways to describe me. All right, the other thing that I'm getting already with this child card is that this is a brand new relationship. You know, this is something very, very new. And it's exciting because it's new, but it's way better than the past, than the toxicity you dealt with in the past. Way better. Let's see what else. The Child is one of the literal people in the Lenormand system, indicating a young person. To be honest, we also take the symbol of childlike nature or someone who is young at heart. The child inhabits a place of wonderment, innocence, hope, and the ability to play at something for just for the fun of it. It is another time and place where imagination is unchained and reality is taken at face value. It is the early stages of development where changes can be made and a positive future formed. That's what I'm picking up on. The Reverie depicts this wonderment in the open book of fairy tales of Once Upon a Time, and Once Upon a Time. The remaining are blank pages yet to be populated. Okay. This is something new, and it's something, it may even be out of a fairy tale. It may seem like it's fairy tale. It may seem like it's fantasy. It may seem like maybe this is a little too good to be true. And yet it isn't, because number one, you're ready for it. Number two, you're aligned with it. And that's where we as humans, we like get into trouble with this disbelief, like your dreams can't come true. But they absolutely can. The reason that they may not, number one, is because maybe the dreams that you're harboring are not necessarily really in alignment with who you are and what you're meant to be doing in this incarnation, in this lifetime. So that's why it is so important to become self-aware, right? And to go through this awakening process, because as you go through this ascension or awakening process, you know, things that once held value to you tend to fall away, because you're removing layers of conditioning and ego and just a three-dimensional existence. You're removing those layers and you're getting back to the core of who you are as a spiritual being, having a physical existence or having a physical experience, right? So then once you get back to who you truly are, then you can really work on manifesting your dreams, but you still have to believe. The universe can bring you anything. You are an infinitely powerful being. Once you break free of the limitations that we put on ourselves, literally anything is possible. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. We're going to pull one more time for this tower energy and this child that came out here. One more. And then we'll get into the closing message for the day. Woo! The labyrinth. Okay. Ooh! The cross. That's interesting. I am the bringer of grief, sadness, burdens, and ordeals. Pain, suffering, and guilt is the area of my expertise. I claim weeping tears and lamentations and ask for prayers and supplications. When happy cards come at my right, you shouldn't experience too much fright. Oh my God. Oh my God. The cross in the Lenormand is a symbol of the state of suffering, universal and unavoidable. It is the state of carrying the burden of others who are not accountable for their actions. The cross we have to bear. This is the calling card of taking responsibility despite the cost. On a positive note, with this, redemption may come, depending on surrounding cards. This is literally what I was just saying. The cross here represents the challenges that we put ourselves through. This is indicative of how some organized religions at some point in their history have worked to guilt us, disconnect us from our divinity, disconnect us from the truth of how powerful we are, disconnect us from the fact that we are living embodiments of God's source creator. Wow. The labyrinth here is talking about the maze that we walk, the challenges that we go through to find that divinity again, to reconnect to the truth of who we truly are. And eventually, as you keep going and as you keep learning and striving and becoming more and realizing more and more of yourself, you find true love, if that's what you seek. And you see how there are other people on this card? Whomever you are connecting with is someone that has been walking through the maze themselves also. And just upon happenstance or serendipity or coincidence that you just happen to run into this person and sparks fly. Check it out, y'all. There is no such thing as coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. Circumstance. Whatever the cross it is that you've had to bear, this did not happen by chance either. It was meant to be there for you to learn something. Ooh, I love it. All right, we're going to close the reading now with an oracle card from the Crystal Mandala. Yeah, all right. I was just trying to see maybe if we wanted to use a different... Nope, this one. All right, one last shuffle. Okay, here we go. Closing message, please, Spirit. There it is right there. Card number 48. Goddess Freya and Amber. The Untamed. My coffee is really strong today. I've got like the jitters and this is like my first cup. Boy. All right, here we go. Now, 48 boils down to a 3. It's 48 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. And 3 has been a reoccurring number here in terms of working together with the universe between the Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. Yes. Oh my God, I'm looking at the wrong freaking book. I'm like, why can't I find this card? Good Lord, Eric. The Untamed. We bring you the empowerment of the untamed. To be untamed is to be true to oneself without condition. Good golly. It is freedom, but it is not always easy. There are many belief systems of which are considered to be essential and beyond question to mainstream human society, which would mark an untamed spirit as a dangerous and suspicious creature, even though that untamed spirit serves unconditional love. Yet to be untamed is the only way to discover who you are and live your divine destiny. Behind the clothing, the social masks, and the stories you tell yourself or that others tell you, there is a beautiful, wild, divine creature that wants out. Uncage that divinity and watch your beauty emerge as you and your world transform through raw grace. Holy moly. I mean, damn. Okay, I want to read this one paragraph. This oracle brings you guidance. Do not allow fear-based reality to temper your spirit, tame your heart, or dull your dreams. People who will tell you no, call you crazy, and say you're, quote, living in a dream world. That is what they need to believe because your increasing aliveness is too much for them as yet. They aren't ready for it. What they say and believe is about them, not you or reality. Part of your unplugging process necessarily involves reclaiming the power you have given to any other person that means more to you than the truths of your own heart. Holy shit. I mean, you can't wrap that up any better, I would say. But there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that was helpful for you. I hope you all have a fantastic day. And I hope you guys can join me for our final beach reading of the season. Yes, on Instagram at divine_conversations. Just stay tuned there. I'm going to post in my stories when I will be going live. I may also post it on YouTube. So if you're not one to really check Instagram all that often, I might post it on YouTube too. But also, if you can't actually make it to the live reading, it will be up for 24 hours afterwards, okay? But with that, I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to connecting with you again for our next cup of coffee tomorrow morning. Yeah? Take care. Mwah! Bye.